All right, come on down, everybody. Come get them Hollywood trades. You know we back at it again. And this one, I'm gonna just talk about propulsion and deviation targets. Just a small lesson in propulsion. A lot of people are still trying to learn about propulsion and what propulsion means. Uh, and real quick, it's not a hard concept. Right here we have a long-wicked, long-tailed, short-bodied candle. I mark those off as compression. When they're smaller, like this one here, I would mark that off as compression at the top of a range, just indicating that there's a squeeze in orders going on at these ranges. But this one right here was very peculiar, and it caused propulsion of the price to go down, right? So we call those when price digs into a previous array and rejects and causes a run. That's a certain type of order block called propulsion block. Um, this is an order block. It did cause price to pivot and come down. However, it had an extended characteristic where it was the lowest and the highest reaching candle in this price action region. And so I'm just going to zoom in here so you guys can see that a little bit more. What happens is when this happens, the price has cleared all the pending orders in this zone. So sometimes when price leaves, right? When price leaves the zone, it did not get a chance to trigger the pending shorts. Like people would have shorts all up in here, right? So when we come back into the zone, we can expect price to battle those shorts. Now, when you have price scaling up like this and making really good support zones, bearish zones that turn back into bullish and such, and price, as ICT would say, has paint rolled. The paint has been rolled evenly, scaling up. It shouldn't be an issue for price to grab these orders and then build another bullish array like these and get above those. That's what you would expect. But look at what happened when price came into this propulsion area here. I marked it off by the top of this candle because that was the area that cleared. It cleared all those pending orders. Where it could have just come up and come back down, it actually pushed up, pushed down, and then did its thing after that. So it cleared those orders. It's just a pretty simple concept. ICT calls it propulsion. And so when price came back through this zone, as you can see, it accelerated because there was no what? Pending orders in this zone until we got here. As you can see, once we cleared this candle's balancing right here, as you can see, we did start peeling back price, as well as the deviation targets being hit. 1.78 is a good one. Didn't quite get to 2, but I can almost always guarantee 1.78 if ignition is done properly. As you can see, ignition was really thorough up in here. We hit this fib line here and then took off. There was a bearish zone here that got retaken, accelerated through, right? Boom. And then we can expect all this to become support as price begins to peel back and then do its thing. But that's a small lesson on propulsion, small lesson on deviation targets through a propulsion zone. And as you can see, price really did build up on these blocks. Never disrespected this bearish block right here. You always want to see the body of that farthest reaching candle in a block be respected, and it respected it to the T, respected midnight and through the propulsion zone. So all of this was to be expected. We are done for the day. That was my final foreseeable target. Anything that happens after that is buy side liquidity grabs on these previous daily highs. So that's all I have for today. Hopefully y'all like that. Go ahead and like, subscribe. Don't forget to follow this narrative. We are Gold Gang and we are on the road to El Dorado, baby. Signing off.